If I think of human well-being being a scale of -10 to +10, the reason we show up in a counseling room to begin with is because we want to come up that scale to a 0. But that leaves half the scale unexamined, unexplored. And I think that's something that sometimes we do, but oftentimes we don't fully investigate, is how could I start moving up the positive side of that scale toward achieving what some have called self-actualization or self-emancipation, the opportunity to realize our best selves instead of simply a self that is no longer suffering.
What do you find meaningful? What are your values? If your authentic self and that kind of voice deep down that knows what's good for you and what you need weren't obscured with all these other messages or stuck emotions, like what would that be telling you?
You know, I came into this for this, and I just think it's really cool that, you know, all this other stuff has come into play from my life into these sessions, and now I feel so much better about this, or I've been able to take all of these tools and I can apply it to my children or help my children with this, and it just expands and it grows. And that ultimately is what self-growth is. It's not that we're just trying to necessarily just fix one problem or deal with one thing. That person takes it and it evolves into their personality, it evolves into their person, and they take it with them everywhere.
The more work you do on yourself, the more you notice parts of your life that you struggle with, that you have a hard time with. Rather than trying to escape them, you notice that it's hard. It's hard to be calm. It's hard to be a good communicator. And the more that you notice that within yourself, and the more that you can acknowledge how hard that can be, the more you can empathize with others who have struggles, including your kids, including your wife. So rather than thinking, why is she getting upset? Or rather than thinking, why are the kids always not listening to me? Think about what they're going through. What are they dealing with? Now, will that change everything? Will that make everything perfect? No. But it will allow you at least to connect with them in a way in which you couldn't before.
Because once I stop suffering and I have more in my when I have more capability and capacity to share with other people what I've learned and what I've worked with and integrated, yeah, now we have exactly what we need to build the kinds of communities that I want to be a part of. That process moves from me, my suffering, into the gift that I give my community, my family, the people around me.